the idea that you only eat air, sun, isn't the most widely accepted version of this breatharianism thing. It's kind of a spectrum. So there's 3 levels. One is called BeeGo. And that's where you don't eat anything. You don't drink anything. You just exist. And you're one with nature, and you don't have to, like I said, the energy comes from something that is not caloric. And then there are people that only drink like liquids, and that's like the second step of it. And the third is eating 200 to 300 calories a day, mostly just fruits or vegetables. So the only extensive study that did this was of a guy. They studied him for 410 days, and he was averaging about 200 calories a day. And he lost a considerable amount of weight, but he was fine, right? And the hunger thing is something that goes away after a while because your body learns to cope, I suppose. So it's kind of getting more popular as people are tired of maybe the Western way of trying to stay healthy or be healthy, the standard American diet, which apparently is leaving a lot of people with disease and things like that. They're looking for other things. So they're looking for this thing. Now, another term for this idea is seeking prana. And basically breatharianism is living on prana and taking energy directly instead of what we do when we eat stuff is we take the energy from the thing. But this practice just makes the energy coming directly to us without any middleman, basically. And that's the whole rundown. But they interview people who swear by this. Now, I know you'll be like, were there any scammers? There's lots, of course. There's lots of people who are claiming this, building cults, and then basically eating French fries behind the scenes. The most famous, and this is real, was this guy named Willie Brooks. And basically he built this cult up somewhere in the desert, somewhere in the United States. And one day somebody went to McDonald's late at night and they're like, that looks like Willie. Sure was. He got caught Big Mac handed, and they stopped following him because they knew he was full of it. But it is something that, like I said, people are looking to as maybe this is another way to live as far as prolonging life. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to die. The initial guy that I mentioned, he died when he was 90. And if you looked at him, he looked fine. Like he wasn't jumping over buildings, but he could walk fine. He'd clear mind, all the kind of stuff. So it's just something that is starting to become, more people are trying it. More Westerners are trying it. Okay. So have I convinced you yet? Are you going to do it? Or what do you think is possible could be happening instead? Okay. There's, of course, maybe they're just eating at night when no one's looking at them. in your mind, any remote truth, any remote possibility this is actually a thing that you or I could try and not die. Science said we'd die, but science said that the guy that they had in the hospital would have been dead in 12 days, and he lived 15 and he was fine, and that's what they let him go. Like, there's no way we can keep watching him like this. But what do you think?